the best patient is the one you already have. You already have a TV in your lobby, so why are you not using that TV instead of the local news, which gets, really repetitive? Why not use it to get your own message out there and to talk about all the great stuff you're doing in the community? Or talk about how great your employees are or how great your doctors are. You can cross-market for pennies on the dollar right now. Hey there, welcome to the Dr. Marketing Tips Show. I am Jennifer.
And I'm Corey.
And today we're coming to you from our little studio in our little office. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that you might want to consider for your digital marketing strategy in 2023.
You may want to consider using what's called micro-influencers. So everyone kind of jokes about the term influencers. We all see them on Instagram and they're kind of hawking their goods and their products. And
you want to buy this lipstick?
Right, they've got their snake oils or whatever.
You got to give them some kind of offer so that they can get their followers to come in and you can track it. And the fact is you provide them a good service and they're going to give you an honest review. And that review is going to be a pretty darn good review. And not only are they going to share that with their channels, you're then going to do exactly what Corey and I talk about all the time, is you're going to repurpose that content. So you're going to take those reviews, you're going to share it on your channels, then you might even put a little ad dollars behind those social reviews, and then you're going to boost the heck out of them and increase the reach. And the one thing that we get when we start talking to this with clients is that, well, where am I going to find these social influencers and how much is this going to cost? It costs a lot less than you think, and your agency that you work with works with influencers and works with agencies that are only working with influencers. So it's one of those things, like, don't shy away from it. This might be a good year to just give it a try.
Yeah, let me read you a couple of statistics. So after engaging with a micro-influencer on a social media post, 76% of people search for more information. That's huge. You're generating that interest right there. 65% visited the brand's website. So again, you're driving clicks right back to your practice. 46% made a purchase. And I think I can just stop right there. That's all the numbers you need to see.
And you're not really doing much. You're giving an offer. Your agency's doing the work, and they're doing the rest of it.
Right, and then you're providing a service that you're going to provide to anybody else that walks through the door. You don't have to do anything different.
Yep. And don't tell me that this doesn't work in healthcare, because I was sitting in a certification, a social media marketing certification with one of these national associations that I'm a member of. And I was going through the entire module, it was live, on influencers. And the hospitals are doubling down on influencer marketing. There's hospitals that are doing it for individuals going through sex change. There are hospitals doing it for, in the dermatology side. There's, they're using influencers for cardiovascular health. They're using influencers for minority populations and reaching the minority populations in a different way than traditional advertising. So if the hospitals are doing it, your practice can be doing it.
We talk a lot about using Google Ads as an example, or Facebook, Instagram. Those are kind of the big ones. But there's different platforms out there that may make sense. So for example, Bing ads, that's a big one. We do that with a lot of our clients because what we find is when your patient population is a little bit older, they'll have Microsoft Edge already installed on their computers and they won't change it to Chrome. So right when they open up their computer, they land on Bing, they type in their search, and they're only looking at Bing ads. So they would never even see a Google ad.
And that age group is more trusting of the ads.
Yeah, right. And it's cheaper also because there's more real estate there. TikTok is another one that you may want to consider advertising on. Spotify, Pandora, any of those audio channels.
Those are great for branding, straight up branding, what people are sitting there.
So we have experience with Pandora and Spotify, and you can either submit bullets or talking points, or you can actually give them a script. And what's nice is they'll turn it around and produce it, and they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Another opportunity when it comes to digital ads is geofencing. So whenever you set up an ad campaign, you always sort of geofence, which essentially just means that you're targeting a specific area or a region. So if you're a practice, normally let's say you jump on Meta and you're setting up an Instagram ad, you can put your radius at 5 miles. But you can get very specific. You can go down to as little as 1 mile. You can go as big as the entire country. It kind of runs the gamut. But if you go really small, you can go small and target based off of particular interests. And once you do that, you can really hone in on your potential target. So you could say, I want to target people 1 mile around this gym who are interested in physical fitness.
Yeah. Yeah. When I speak at conferences, we will run geo-targeting and what are the ones where retargeting ads when I'm there, remarketing ads. And they'll put my face on this with my talk and be like, thanks for joining us at the MGMA. And then we'll run those, and then people will come up to our booth or come stop me at the, at the lunch line and say, I just saw a Facebook ad of yours, and I knew they were because I'm at the conference, they're at the conference, and we're hitting it. We even have clients who will say, I need more employees, and I want to steal employees from that other practice, and we'll run geo-targeted ads around that practice. I think another thing that we're really paying attention to this year is I just can't harp enough at the importance of your digital footprint and, having a strong reputation online. And one way to really get a strong reputation online is just to get more reviews. Do what you do, focus on delivering great customer care, focus on the operational issues, making sure the front desk is customer service focused, that you can get people in, you have easy access, and then get more reviews. And now is a good time to start looking at an HL7 integration and finding whoever it is that you're doing, that's doing your review management. Let's go ahead and connect them to your EHR, take the human error opportunity out of it, and just every patient, send them a review request, and let's get more reviews this year.
Well, not even the human error, it's just
the human time.
Inconsistency.
It's the suck of it. Yeah,
because then if you have someone that has to go in manually and they're supposed to, let's say, do it at the end of every day or the end of every other day, export the patient list, send it to someone who sends it to someone who sends it to someone who then sends it out.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, there's just a lot of opportunities for that chain to break. So if you have the HL7 integration, it automatically happens in the background. You pay for it, you don't have to worry about it anymore, and then it takes care of itself. And a lot of times practices will ask, well, how do I filter out the negatives? And you really can't.
Totally. So when we're looking at, speaking of kind of negatives, so all of your reviews provide you insight into what those customers and those patients are saying about your practice. One thing that we see all the time is access to my provider, access to the practice. I want to be able to do things on my time, not on their time, which kind of leads to something that we're really paying attention to for this next year, which is chat functionality.
Yeah, and so that's essentially just a HIPAA-compliant way where patients can talk to you, either from the website or text you on a phone, whatever that case may be. So, there's some vendors out there where they will actually tie to your existing phone number. Patient can pull up their phone and quote-unquote text you. They think that they're texting you, and it actually is totally HIPAA compliant. It runs through this particular software, and then it routes to the team at your practice. So it's accounting, front desk, clinical team, whatever the case may be. And then you're able to have those instant kind of like one-on-one communications. As a patient, you feel like you're number one because you're getting responses within a couple of minutes. And as a practice, you're able to kind of funnel this and take care of it without having to pick up the phone, which saves a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's what your patients are wanting and asking for.
Yep, for sure. And then last one I want to talk about is lobby videos. So the best patient is the one you already have. And if you're looking to increase revenue, let them know about your other services. I use this example all the time, but if you're an ENT practice, somebody comes in because they have an ear infection, they may not know that you also can treat their sinuses. So tell them while they're sitting in your lobby through this video. So they don't have to read a lot, but maybe they're watching a patient testimonial, or maybe it's just a slide that comes up that says, we can treat your sinuses. Oh, I didn't know that. Ask about how we can help today. I'm sitting there, I'm gonna ask about it.
Absolutely, because it's one of those things, like back in the day, you would maybe have like something physical in the patient room, or you cross market with posters and things like that, which
or maybe you don't, because I go into a lot of practices where they don't even do that.
But I think there's just, like you said, the best patient is the one you already have. You already have a TV in your lobby, so why are you not using that TV instead of the local news, which gets really repetitive? Why not use it to get your own message out there and to talk about all the great stuff you're doing in the community, or talk about how great your employees are or how great your doctors are? You can cross market for pennies on the dollar right now. Like, we even have practices now doing large employee events where they're bringing people into they're closing for an hour, bringing everybody into the waiting room with the TVs, then they're broadcasting it live from another office so that they're able to interact directly with their employees. Just lots of new technology out there, and there's no reason to not take advantage of it. It's not expensive. It's just something if you got to put focus on it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Cool.
so big opportunities for 2023, new digital ad channels, ad geofencing, HL7 integration, chat functionality, lobby videos.
Just a handful. We have plenty more, but today we're only going to cover the top 5. And with that, I'm Jennifer.
I'm Corey.
See you next time on the Dr. Marketing Tips Show. Thanks a bunch.
Bye, guys.
If you want more like this, hit like and subscribe so you'll always be alerted to new episodes when they come out. And if you want information about us, visit us over at insightmg.com. That's insightmg.com. We'll see you on the next episode.